Hello everybody. Today we're at Opelika, Florida in the Cessna 172, and the throttle always wants to do that on this 172. I don't know why. So you have to push it forward and then get off of it really quick. Anyway, excuse me. We're going to take off westbound here, come back, and we're going to just kind of fly around the beaches just a little bit. I'll kind of show you the route here. Let me expand it out. So we're going to go east, and we're just going to come right down through here along the coastway here, not on the ocean side but on the intercoastal side, and then we'll go all the way down to probably probably to the tip where the state park is, and then we'll come back up and land at Miami. Alright, well, I'm going to leave that up on occasion, or at least I'll pull it up every now and then. Let's go ahead and go. We got a set of flaps in. And let's see, I think everything else is looking good here. Temperatures, pressures, electrical, fuel. Good. Alright, let's do it. Let's get out of here. Kind of hazy out today. Down here. Try to trim her out here a little bit. These have to be pretty easy on the trim wheel for the, when you first grab a hold of it, because you don't know where it was last at. Man, it could be really wacky, so you always want to make sure you check your trim before you take off. All right, let's go ahead and get eastbound. I'm going to try not to fly too fast, if we can help it. That's good enough for government work right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the autopilot on. And let me get my heady bug straight up. There we go. Let's go ahead and punch that in, hold. And just want to confirm, yep. Do we have... Okay. Yeah, I got one notch of flaps in. So we can come back off the power quite a bit. We'll just kind of slow down, take it easy. We'll fly IFR for a little bit. I watched a video the other day. I'm not sure who the gentleman was that did it, but I would say he's probably one of the best tour guides on YouTube. This guy knew everything about everything down here. It was quite amazing. I actually really enjoyed watching his flight, and listening to all he had to say. It was pretty cool. So I thought, I'm just I want to take this same kind of route that he did, just to see how much different his scenery was than mine. And I apologize for clearing my throat. It seems like every time I get online to do a video, my throat goes wacky on me. So we'll go down on this southern side of the high-rises, the condominiums, because that's what they are. Yeah, so my course line's to the right, almost down that highway there, off my right wing. But we'll just go straight out here, and then we'll make a right along the waterway. So right now, just based on what I'm looking at, I think I'm seeing just about what he was depicting on his simulator. And I'm not really sure whether, I can't remember now, whether he had a PC or an Xbox. I'm not sure. I think it was a PC. But yeah, if you really take the time to look down and look at things, you really can see how good things are at this altitude. You don't want to get too much lower, or it's going to get really gothic on you as far as the architecture and the buildings go. But this height and even higher is actually pretty good. Actually, I might be a little too low for the city, but we'll see. If I am, I'll climb up just a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking down at the waterways, looking at the houses, the sports arenas, tennis courts, soccer fields, that kind of stuff, because that's what usually, if it's depicted really well, then so is everything else. So we don't want to go to the ocean. We want to cut down here, so I'm going to go ahead and make my turn now. So yeah, I mean, look down at the marinas. Now I know a lot of those are two-dimensional, but a lot of them aren't. So, it looks pretty good. But yeah, if you get a chance on YouTube, I know he was flying an R66 from the new R66 that's out, and he was doing like a flying tour, and he's done several before of other locations. But check him out. I wish I remember his name. I'd give him a shout out. But if you look it up, R66 flight around Miami, it'll probably pop up. But he's really good. I got to give the guy credit. He knows his shit about Miami and Key Biscayne and South Beach. Now he does a lot of research. There's no question about that. When you get Google Maps out and and just Google period, you could pretty much really get a lot of information about a certain area. But I liked it. He was showing where all the the high rollers live, movie stars, actors, actresses, sports people, and I'm not into that, but I thought it was pretty cool that he was able to fly over and say, hey, yeah, see that one with a gray roof? That's so and so and so and so's house. It's pretty cool. These people down here ain't got nothing on me. If they saw what I lived in, and I'm retired military, they would be jealous. And I have property in Florida, I could sell you. If you catch my drift. Actually, to be honest with you, it's pretty nice having your own place now. Once you retire, after 20-some years with the military, living in their housing, I guess that's what we could call it. Yeah, housing. After living in their stuff for 20-some years, when you retire and you get your own place, it's really nice. It really is nice. And I can do what I want to do with it. I don't have anybody screaming at me to do this and do that, paint this and paint that, change this, change that. Well, I do, because I kind of got a sergeant major living with me for the last 40-some years. That's the rank. It's the rank you don't want to mess with, sergeant majors. They know their shit. And you don't screw with them. Because if you do, I mean, yeah, you could lose your paycheck. Your medical files could come up missing. You could lose a lot of stuff that's paper, can disappear in the military. And if you don't have it, you're screwed. So yeah, you gotta be careful what you say, what you're doing. Other than that, would I do anything differently? Oh, hell no. I enjoyed pretty much every day of it. There was a couple of tours I didn't like. I won't talk about them. Other than that, it was great. Beautiful people. Beautiful locations. Wow, this does pretty look good. I'm pretty impressed now that I'm looking at this for once, really looking at it. Yeah, it looks good. I think I'm looking at pretty much what he was looking at. And I was kind of impressed with his view. I was like, damn, mine looks like that. But me being an Xbox grunt, I'm surprised this is not all the same color. Today was aggravating for me. It took me like 6 tries to get the Xbox to come up online with Microsoft. Just little crazy things were happening. The mouse wouldn't load up, or it would get stuck on this or get stuck on that. And then when you finally get everything loaded up and you sit in the airplane and you get inside of the airplane, you fire it up and you have no avionics, no radios, no nothing. Right after a clean boot. So yeah, it was one of those days this morning, but it seemed to have gotten better as the day went on. So Oh well, check the beach out. That's cool. You got people down there sunbathing, chilling out. Now, I will say this. Over here at the shipping docks, where the docks are, over here to the right, his looks different than mine. The shipping arms, the arms that actually load and unload ships, his were perfect. And I don't think I've ever had a perfect one. But the ones up in Baltimore look like crap. The ones in New York look like crap. And these are looking awful gothic to me. Now maybe they get better the closer I get to them. And I'll come back and look at that. But yeah, you can't make out really what that is. But they are the loading cranes for the ships. Cool little island here. Really cool. Got a little golf course in the middle of it. Wonder how much that cost. Be a member of that. Who cares? So I guess one of these islands, I'm not sure which one it was either this one or the one out in front of me. That was a nudist beach for years and years and years. And I don't know, I guess it still is. Maybe it still is. I don't know. But I think it's a state park now, or whatever. Alright. I'm going to turn 90 degrees. So all in all, I'm pretty happy about what I'm seeing now that I'm actually looking down at things. Which a lot of times I really don't do it. I have a place that I'm going to and I concentrate on navigating and getting there and the right altitude, the right heading, checking my fuel burn, blah, blah, blah. And, you kind of get into that, and then you're not really watching where the hell you are. Alright, let's see if these cranes come into view. I hope mine do, because his look cool as crap. I mean, it looked like you could walk, or you could climb up those cranes. They were so clear. So what's making me think he probably has a PC. Yeah, these aren't bad, but they're not good. You know what I mean? But the dock, or the actual shipyard, man, it looks good. Look at all that detail. You got pretty good detail down there, but the cranes suck. And this white building up here is the, which I've been to a couple times. I think this is the American Airlines building, which I don't think they own it anymore. I don't think. Might be wrong. And you'll see the logo of an airplane on top of it. I think that was painted on there years ago. God, you would think down in Florida had been faded out by now, huh? There's a building down there with the radar domes on top of it, or radomes, and that's Terramark Comm Center. Yep, they got some serious comm. That building is hurricane proof. I mean, really, hurricane proof. Alright, let's go over here and check the stadium out. I want to see what it looks like, if it looks like it did when he went by it. So I'm wondering, how many of you guys have it this clear or even better. I'm sure a lot of you do have it better. But how much better? Does it look like this? I mean, am I looking at junk here, or am I looking at pretty good stuff? I think I am. I think it's pretty good stuff. Oh yeah, that stadium looks pretty good. Looks pretty much like it did when he went by. Yeah. I like it. I guess probably I should have turned my little lollipops on. I call them lollipops. The little points of interest thingies that stick up. But they're very annoying. I mean, it's hard to get immersed in a flight when you got, looks like a gazillion water towers sticking up. But yeah, I call them lollipops. But they are kind of nice sometimes when you're looking for something and you're having a hard time finding it. Man, just turn that sucker on. You know? So I guess I'll cheat and we'll just go in and land. Whoops, there she goes. She likes to do the wacky doodle when you turn that when you turn the autopilot off. I forgot I should have turned the heading bug off first, then the altimeter, then the AP bug, because if I don't, I'll be flying like I'm flying right now. I'm having to hold a lot of left yoke in just to fly straight. So yeah, it's that screwed up. Yeah, I'm holding a lot of left yoke in just to come in for a landing. Now once I hit the ground, it'll be neutralized. But flying in like this, yeah, it almost looks like I got like 100-mile-an-hour crosswind blowing or something, which I don't. It's crazy. But I think I should have learned my lesson. I think what I have to do is, I've kind of learned it. I didn't do it this time. Is turn your heading bug off, turn your altitude hold button off, and then turn your autopilot off, and it won't get all funky on you. At least that's the way it is on mine. All right, look at the nice ticking. That's good. I like that. Makes me feel like I'm getting my money's worth, you know? This is off of a fresh boot. I'd hate to see it if this was like my third flight. Yeah, right. My third flight wouldn't even gotten off the ground. I don't even think my propeller goes around after 3 flights. It just kind of hesitates and flickers and whatever. All right. Well, anyway, oh, that was a pretty cool flight. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of compare it to a guy's video that I saw the other day. Outstanding video. But I just wanted to see if I could, if I'm looking at what I'm looking at now, if it's like what he had, and it's pretty damn close. And I would venture to say that he has a PC. And so, yeah, so I want to get that R66. He was flying it. I've actually got real time in R66, R44s, R22s, and I'm really looking forward to flying the simulator version of the 66. From what I understand, it's good, but God, I hate to pay $30 for something, get in it, and flies like a piece of shit, you know? So I think I'm going to wait, keep reading the reviews, and it'll drop down sooner or later anyway. Hey, okay, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you all later.